all hot papercraft.
Hello, I'm Chris from Start Papercraft. Today I want to have a look at the Mitsubishi Zero from ModelArt, and the original model is in 1:72 and this one is scaled up to 1:60. But let's first have a look at the instructions in the model page.
So here you have some designers like to put this kind of frames on the. But I think this is I personally think this is a waste of ink. When I printed it, I enlarged to 1:60, so I actually didn't have space on my page to have these ones anyway. Then here you have many formers. You have the tail. You have the wheel where you cut out the different ones, right? You don't have wheel threads. You have to cut them all out, double up with cardstock, and then if you have enough cardstock, they will eventually reach the right width. Many modelers actually like this. Then here you have the wing spars. This is all basically double up. Okay, this is the area which you need to double up. This is the cover, ModelArt. Then here the main part where you have the wings, you have the landing gear. Okay, there's no wheel bay, landing gear bay. You have the gun area is very detailed, but you don't have any wheel bay. Then here the fuselage with cowling the propellers. And then the instructions are in the same it's all the same document. Here you have the what are they called, the glue strips, right, which you glue inside. Okay, so this is the and actually I really wonder how this is going to work in 1:72, because this is really tall, really tiny. I guess it would also work to build this model without the glue strips actually. I have very detailed instructions, which is of course good. Yeah, so you have very detailed instructions. You can have all the parts, and yeah, and then finally you also have the written instructions and a picture.
So this is the model, and as I said, it's in 1:60, scaled up from 1:72. And actually I think this model can be scaled up also even bigger. Of course, the biggest problem when building it was that the formers inside are not correct anymore, because I guess it's because of the size. I don't know. I don't. And I also have to say, I think it will be rather challenging to build this in 1:72. So for advanced builders, I think 1:72 should be okay. If you're not advanced, I recommend to scale it up. I think it will be fine to scale this up to 1:30. The details and the fit is not so good. This in here you can see why I personally don't really like to use glue strips, because then it will crack open like this. But I also have to admit I don't have a lot of experience with glue strips, because I don't like them and I hardly ever use them. Yeah, so the nose, the cowling is actually pretty nice. Like we even have the holes here for the guns, and you even also have the inner part here, so you don't see any inner sides from the paper. Then the exhausts are actually basically just doubled up with heavy cardstock to make the exhausts. The guns are rolled, of course, all. I put some small parts of wood in them to make them a little bit more stiff, so they don't come off so easily. Then here the windscreen, I don't know if I just didn't build it well enough. I don't know if this windscreen of Zero is really flat. I think it would probably be more straight. But the general look, and also here the whole upper section here where the fairing over the guns, it looks pretty accurate, like a real Zero, right? Also the proportions generally seem to be correct, like yeah. And then the landing gear. So for the landing gear, as we saw in the model files, there is no rolled landing gear provided, which can be a problem at larger scales. And according to the instructions, again, as we saw, you just have the doubled up cardstock for the strut, which I thought is too weak. And that's why I put, you can see it from the bottom a little bit. Maybe not really, but I actually put a part of a toothpick inside to make it stronger. And then I created, because I had to reprint actually the struts because I messed them up. So I built another part where I'm actually wrapping this around the toothpick. And also this, it's also, I don't know, like they're not saying like how big the cardstock for the wheel should be. So actually these wheels are much bigger than anticipated for this landing gear part. So as you can see, the wheels are basically this kind of layered, where you can create the actual wheels. Supposedly you can create the actual wheel shape with this layered parts. And then, you have the gray cardstock, right? And what happened to me is, because I'm not used to doing this kind of thing, so I tried to paint the outside black, and then I actually messed up the parts. I messed up a lot of parts, messed up the struts, messed up the wheels, and had to reprint to get them nice and clean. So it's not really something that I like, but I know there are those of you out there who like this kind of wheel. Then hopefully you're also better at creating them than me. What would be a nice addition actually would be if you would have a hydraulic arm here, because that's what the landing gear is. The landing gear is pretty reduced, and also a wheel well would be nice. I actually considered doing a wheel well myself, but the stiffener for the wing is exactly in the way of the wheel well, so I thought it was too much trouble and I didn't want to. Another thing that's interesting is here for the propeller. So I wanted to do it in my own way with the toothpick, right? So and actually this is considered to use, the instruction actually wants you to use a needle. So I cut a bigger hole, and instead of using a shaft for the toothpick, I just pushed it through those two holes that we can see in the instructions. Yeah, and the tail wheel, of course, also flat. But if you want a 72, you cannot expect to make a more detailed tail wheel. So I think if you are able to build it in 1:72, it will be cool in 72. Yeah, it's for 70. I want to 72. It's pretty detailed and pretty accurate. And as I said, I built it in 1:60. I can imagine it's 1:38. It will surely come out still good, and I think it will also be good in 1:30. So this is the Mitsubishi Reisen from ModelArt, and if you think this is an interesting model and you want to build it, then you can probably get it from Zarkov Models, which is where I got it.
No, you can't, because zarkovmodels.com actually disappeared. It's not possible to reach that website. And there is also an email address on the model files here, but that website can also not be reached, and no email can be sent to that web address. So if anyone finds out how you can actually get this model, please leave a comment.
And I also paid for it, so I'm not getting any money for doing this video. Thanks for watching, and until next time.